The Department of Theater and Dance lives in 3 different buildings on the north side of campus. The Theater Building, which houses the State Playhouse, Music Hall, and all of the support operations. The Music Building, which houses 2 small black box theaters and an acting studio, as well as the classrooms and faculty offices, and King Hall, where we have 3 large dance studios on the 5th floor along with faculty offices. The State Playhouse is our main performance venue. It is a 271-seat proscenium theater. The house and lobby area were completely renovated in 2018. The stage has a 44-foot wide and 20-foot high proscenium opening with a full fly system with 44 line sets. The orchestra pit is a scissor lift that we use often not only for musicians, but as access to the basement as well as a way for us to have multi-level scenic function in the theater. The Playhouse uses an ion lighting console. Our audio mix position is at front of the house, and we use a Yamaha CL5. The space has left, right, and center speaker clusters hung above the apron. Other systems in place include a 2-channel ClearCom system with integrated wireless, as well as a Christie Crimson projector in the booth and other projection equipment available. The choral/orchestra shell, Marley dance floor, choral risers, steel deck, and other equipment is kept in the building, accessible when needed. Theater is the primary user of the space, and music uses it for its large ensemble concerts. Also in the theater building is the Music Hall, a 116-seat small proscenium concert hall. The space is primarily used by music for recitals and small concerts. We also use it as a classroom space and for some smaller theater projects. It has a pipe organ which lives stage left on the stage permanently. It has a small orchestra pit that can be accessed by removing the platforms at the front of the stage. All of the rigging in the space is done at the ceiling. There is no fly system in the space. There is a main curtain, 2 travelers, and a large automated video screen that live in the space all the time, along with the teacher's console with audio-video control, a projector, as well as full concert lighting and sound support for performances. The theater building has a green room that is attached to the State Playhouse and is used for pass-through during performances. We also have 3 principal dressing rooms that seat 2 people comfortably, and 2 ensemble dressing rooms, each seating 18. There's a classroom in the building that we use primarily for design and production, and M.F.A. in TVFT classes. We have a full scenery shop in the theater building. It's a combination of wood, metal, and paint shops all in one place. We have a paint frame that is fully automated. The shop has a full range of power tools, including a plasma cutter, a saw-stop table saw, and we just upgraded our MIG welder and cold cut miter saw for cutting metal. Our scene shop's tool room is ridiculously organized, and we have a full paint room as well. We build, paint, and install all our scenery in the shop through a roll-up door across the hall and directly into the theater. Classes that use the space include stagecraft, advanced stagecraft, scenic design, props, and welding. Upstairs, above the scene shop, we have a space we use as a design lab. It has been used in the past as a classroom, in addition to a place our students use to do design work for their classes and productions. Also upstairs is a full costume shop. While many of our shows are either pulled from stock or shopped, we also have the capability of constructing and altering costumes as needed. We have wonderful reciprocal agreements with many different schools in our area, and we loan and borrow from them often. We have an attic storage room full of our costumes and prop stock. This is in the attic, right in our building, easily accessible by student, faculty, and staff. There are areas in this building for our electric shop to use both for storage and for maintenance, and we do have some audio lab space in the building in the booth above the music hall.
In the music building, we have a small black box theater that we refer to as the Arena Theater. This space is used primarily as an acting studio and a space for our studio classes. We do produce in here at least once or twice a year. The space is limited by the architecture of the room. Air conditioning ducts and a very low ceiling make it challenging to work in the space, but many of our students and our faculty love this intimate venue. It is a favorite for the undergraduate and M.F.A. students who want to showcase their own work. There is a lighting grid in the space, and the arena is a 96-circuit, 96-dimmer space with an ETC element console. There's an audio system as well, along with some projection equipment that students can use. The The space itself is 59 by 35 feet with an 8-foot, 9-inch clearance to the grid. Music 115 has been used as an acting studio, as a design studio, and as a small performance space. The room has a capacity of 49 people. It has 6 dimmers that can be patched into as many as 28 circuits around the room. There is an audio system as well as a large video monitor mounted in the space. Our students use this space as a lab for their projects and as a rehearsal space. It is extremely flexible. In the fall semester, we turn the room into a temporary sewing lab, and in the spring, it is the space for our Acting for the Camera studio. Music 214 is strictly an acting studio space for classes during the day and a rehearsal space in the evenings. It has the most amazing view from the music building looking north. The room is 24 by 46 feet and has an audio system built in for classroom use. Martin Luther King Hall has a 5th-floor suite that is the home of the dance studios and support areas. We have 2 dance studios that are approximately 27 by 70 feet, one facing north and one facing south. Both studios have mirrors on 3 walls, ballet bars, classroom sound systems, and AV. The North Studio has a hardwood floor, and it also has a gorgeous view from the 5th floor looking north at the mountains. The South Studio has a black marley floor and a full wall of windows without the mountain view. King Hall Studio 1 is our largest space. It is used daily in the mornings by our department's dance classes. The space is 60 by 40 feet with something of an 18-foot high grid. There is a dimmer room adjacent and has a small dressing area with access to the studio. The space runs on an ETC sensor rack, and the console assigned to the venue is an ETC Express 2448. We own Wegner seating for the venue, and the seating capacity is just over 75 when we are fully set up. We do have black curtains that wrap the walls, with blackout panels for the windows. The studio is used for dance recitals and concerts, but also as a large black box space for our theater productions. The space offers a wide range of possibilities in terms of a performance space, and we look forward to using it more often as we come back. At least once a year, the theater department makes use of the Intimate Theater at the Luckman Fine Arts Complex. This black box theater's modular seating can adjust to a proscenium, thrust, or in the round configuration, up to 250 seats. It is 60 feet by 60 feet with an 18-foot high ceiling. It has a sprung dance floor. The Luckman's Theater's main stage is a 1,150-seat proscenium theater. The Luckman Fine Arts Complex resides on the Cal State LA campus and offers students and the community professional arts programming in their 2 theaters as well as a fine arts gallery. The University Library at Cal State LA has partnered with the United States Institute for Theater Technology Fellows Fund to establish the Design Resource Collection, which will provide students, faculty, researchers, and the Los Angeles community with a unique and diverse set of resources that engage, explore, and conduct research in the areas of theater and performing arts production and design. All volumes will be housed together in a newly designed and distinctive space on the 3rd floor of University Library North.
We hope you've enjoyed exploring these wonderful facilities that Cal State Los Angeles has to offer, and thank you for joining us on this guided tour of the Department of Theater and Dance.